No here, Danny.
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Now at the plate is Ahmed Rosario, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And he fouls this one off.
First pitch, 105.
Ball one.
Well, you always get a sense of the umpire's strike zone, usually early on in a game, and that's normally a pretty good clue. Second pitch of the game, and it's already looking like a tight zone.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Gurriel picks it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. Grounded up the first baseline. Gurriel brings it in, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Next to stand in is Jose Ramirez, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And this isn't his strong side, at least not in terms when you look at the stat sheet or his consistent contact rates. I just don't think he's quite as smooth with his rhythm and swing mechanics when he's hitting left-handed.
Ball and no strikes to count to Jose Ramirez.
Ball high. That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Now the 2-0.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 2-1 home is taken for strike two.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. So a good start here for Zach Greinke. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Shane Bieber, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number one.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
Knuckle curve there off the outside corner. 2-0. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 3 for 6. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ballgame.
Batting second, the left fielder, Michael.
Here's Michael Brantley. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Has a look, now the pitch. Altuve on at first, nobody out. One and one.
Hey, it's much easier to lay up the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes the center fielder. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. An easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. Astros lead 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So now here is Eddie Rosario. They'll get us started in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Fouled away. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Maldonado has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That is it.
Time for a look at the Strozon D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Now that brings up Josh Naylor as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Gets the sign. The 2-1. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. He's got it. And a close play at first, but he's called out of the side.
Life
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Jacob deGrom gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, if my life was on the line, Jacob deGrom would be pitching that game for me. Approaches triple digits regularly. Incorporated that four-seam fastball a couple of seasons ago. He can sink it, has a great slider, curveball, and changeup combination. I don't think there's a pitcher in the sport right now that has the tools and the weapons and knows how to use them like deGrom does.
Now here's the first offering. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 106.
0-1, here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's out.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
Nick Castellanos now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Winker gets his lead at first, nobody out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Conforto will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
That is third.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. In previous duels with deGrom, it's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, Eugenio Suarez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Fouled off. Two out with the man at first. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Reds lead one. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Luis Castillo gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Matt, we're getting a look at one of the best right-handed changeups in the game of baseball. This guy's changeup's so good, that being Castillo, he'll use it as his primary off-speed pitch. If he's throwing strikes with his heater, look out if he has that changeup working. It'll be a long day for the hitters.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. One and one the count now. Moustakas trying to get there. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. At the plate now is Francisco Lindor. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 3 for 6. First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a look at ball one. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the 1-0. One and two now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Second inning set to go. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Here's the first pitch.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
So here's Tyler Naquin. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Jonathan India digging in now. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. And he pops it up. Alonso might try to make a play on it, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Hey. Whoa. 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 Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in the street. Y'all fake ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these this is money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth, just to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. The that I say when I'm done, you know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting, telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grin. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends. They like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Cause they couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with the mob. I get paid when I pass a bar, but I got no love for the law. I can't remember when I had a job. Back when they wouldn't build, now they bob. I still got paper tags on my car. Now I got gophers f***ing up my lawn. That is annoying. I'm picking my poison. You crabs in a barrel, while my lobster is boiling. I'm trying to avoid them, but they keep on coming for me. DMX, what they wanting from me? BMX, I ain't stunting for free. On my mama deceased, so you know that it's true when I speak. Matador, I ain't running from beef. Mike Tyson, that's why my hunger so deep.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Zach Gallen will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And now in the box, Adam Frazier. He will lead this one off today.
The afternoon for Pittsburgh. The second baseman, Adam Frazier.
First offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
First pitch, 107.
The windup and the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled away. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Phillip Evans. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Popped him up. Kelly is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think everyone should keep an eye on Gregory Polanco. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything.
Wow. Check it. A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run this now and I'm a great boss. Run this, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, tryna be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make it dim right there. Gospel truth, got his hand right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got two in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting body on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than. That's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit.